Ciao tutti, CEO webinar. So unfortunately this time, I don't have the beautiful Simona with me. So you got to see all these words coming across the screen. And I will try to do something that is next to impossible for me, which is to speak slowly. So that way you can see it. So anyway, it's going really, really well. And again, you guys have produced a spectacular week. Could not be prouder of you. It is, for someone who's been studying statistics for over 40 years, well, you'll see. I'll talk more about it when we get into it. All right, so here's the first one we have. This is unique recruiters. Look at how it's going up there, and it's staying in this range here, right? It's incredible, right? We call this a power condition. Man, it is a thing of beauty. Now we go see it go pop up even more. You'll see how that works, right? All right, so here's the number of associates that became customers, right? So it is, again, staying up there in the same range that we're wanting. Here's the number of sparks who get their personally enrolled. See, now it's like, you can see one of the things that happens in life, it's a phrase called the law of large numbers. When you start going through a phenomenal amount of numbers, you get a statistical average, okay? And you can see that this is held true. So basically, every other associate that you enroll gets their first PEA. That's just a statistical fact, okay? So if you're trying to build your downline and okay, I need to get guys to what, right? Which is another key one. So here we have, remember I told you back here when I was showing you these stats that will put together some games and some activities to get it up to another higher level. And we did it, okay? Associate Services and Juliana and her girls, they worked with you, you did the work, they did the help, and look at what occurred here, right? So now we're at a point where it used to be down in the mid 30s, okay? Now it's up there at over 41% of every associate. That means 4 out of 10 will actually become a watt, all right? And I don't know how much higher we're gonna get this to go there because you and I both know these people have got to want to work, okay? So that's really the key element, okay? All right, so now this is the number of new associates that we have growing, signing up every week. You can see beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trend. This is what we're gonna continue to see happening here. And again, over 40% of them becoming watts, very super important. The number of new watts that we're actually growing, that it continues to go up into a higher range. Okay, we now are keeping track of all the Watt 15s, told you about that. This is a big push that we have. And guys, it's actually really occurring. So here we go, I got some reports for you here. Now, this is the top recruiters. Now, Luigi Rolla, he came off with number 1 position. He really worked hard this week. He got 5 new associates. And Gabriele came in second place with 3. But here's the point. Look at how many of these guys in green. Look at all these guys here. They did two new associates, right? So it's really, the list is getting longer as we go, and the amount of people putting in associates. And guys, this is our future. Because it's not just the work you do. How do I want to say this? The work you do is to get others to help you do the work. That's networking. The work you do is to get others to help you do the work, all right? Because you need to get tens of thousands of IGL customers in your downline, in your genealogy, so I can pay you residual. You are not going to do that by yourself. That is impossible, all right? So what you can do is get others to help you do that. And then they get others to help them do that. It's how it works. So this is our future. This is huge, all right? So here we have, these are the people who went up in status, all right? Some mentions here. Nicola Stella, she actually got a Watt 30 Roberta got a watt 60. Okay, I mean, it's just, man, it is absolutely phenomenal. Without being able to pronounce the names right, I don't want to insult you, or I just don't like it, right? Francesco put this up on here so you can gloat. You deserve to be able to be very proud of this production, because again, not only are we working on bringing them in the front door, we're bringing them up from the first floor to second floor to third floor and getting these guys to grow. And when they grow, you grow, and you're really, really doing an amazing job. Very impressive. You know, it's Gabriele Natalini made both a watt 15 and a watt. Roberta, again, a watt 60. Phenomenal, guys, phenomenal. Now, all of that recruiting that we do brings about the next statistics. How many people are out there actively selling IGL, enrolling customers? And guys, in my viewpoint, when you go to recruit somebody here, right, and they sign up and they give you the first two, their home, or you know, they give you 1 or 2 accounts, and then they go out and find 3 more, that counts. As you're enrolling, that makes you an active seller. So you could be on the active seller list every week and never talk to anyone about Italian Gas e Luce. You're just talking to them about 515 Global Energy. Acceptable. Just get on the damn list. We're working on this right now. This is like just kissing 200 people a week, individuals that enroll 1 or more IGL customers. Okay, and I think what you're seeing, the way this thing is growing, you see it every week going boom, boom, boom. It's just getting this huge affluent, this big affluence going on, right? And as we keep nurturing it, you doing what you do, we doing what we do, you see this. I would probably predict by the time we get into summer, right, we'll be seeing 500 associates a week enrolling Italian Gas e Luce customers. And believe me, you want them in your downline because I pay you the 5, the 3, and the 2 euros per customer. All right. All right. So there's that. Number of customers submitted. Look at this. Ba, 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 boom. This is where all that money's coming into your commissions every week. Okay. And I'll be going over the money that you guys are earning there. But this is a beautiful statistic. And then this is the, okay, I was wrong. That was customers. This is accounts. Same damn thing. All right. So there you go. And guys, check this out. You can see it, pop, 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 pop. There's 1 week that has red in it, all right? Way down there. We went, this is going all the way back on the first week of January. We just came off of New Year's, and the stats went down during the New Year's weekend, all right? So in 2 weeks, this will come off the graph, and we'll have 13 weeks of pure black up stats. Now, I've been studying these for, well, over 40 years of my whole professional life. And if you ever play the game of poker, you know, the card game, you know, like Texas Hold'em, you see it on TV, poker tournaments. There's a hand you can get where you get the ace, king, queen, and jack and 10 of spades. It's called a royal flush, the most perfect hand you can get in all of poker. This is the most perfect statistic you can get in the world of management by statistics. Is 13 weeks of this affluence going on. It's like kind of walking on water. And I've seen this about in my life of playing cards. I've received, I'm a lucky person. I've gotten 3 royal flushes, but I've only seen this 4 times. And I don't even play a lot of cards, right? But this, I look at stats every week of my life from 4 or 5 different areas, okay? And I think I've seen this 4 times in my entire existence. And here we are coming back with another one. And God, you guys should be so proud. This is the number of active accounts that are growing like that. All right, here we go. Now we got our top sellers now. Check this out. Look at this. Last week, remember the last 2 weeks, I was showing you how we had 3 people that were active sellers. Now it's 4 pages. We actually rolled over to now I have 4 pages of y'all that are actually doing this. And I'm going to read something to you here that just literally, it blows my mind. You guys are just so impressive. So we had 11, count them, 11 people who produced 6 or more accounts this week, okay? This is the part that I'm just like, wow. We had 6 more people. So we had 11 people, 11, boom, okay, who did 6 plus. But 6 people who did 7 accounts. 2 people who did 8 accounts. 3 people who did 9 accounts. This blows me away. 5 people who did 11 accounts. Someone did 15. Another person, Roberto, did 23. And Salvadori, can you imagine? You did 23 accounts and you're in second place because Salvadori did 24. So it is, I laugh of glee, of total happiness when I look at this. The monsters that you guys have become is incredible. And I cannot tell you how much I salute you on your work, your dedication. It is absolutely beautiful. Thank you. All right, cool. So I'm going to show you this report. So basically, this is it's the sponsor ID. All right. I don't know the name of the report. You guys call it in your portal, but I call it my Div 2 report. Okay. But I sort this because it comes out to you can download it as a spreadsheet, and I sort it by associate ID, and it puts the smallest ones up front. So I could see my more veteran guys that have been here for a while. I can see what kind of work they're doing. And in this case, I see Luigi Rolla. He enrolled the 5 people. I see who they are. I see that 100% of everybody he signs up becomes a customer. I mean, he does this thing does this right, all right? Then I can see this other area in here, and I highlighted it in orange, right? Where these are guys that have been with us for a while, right? And they are still moving. It's like, how is the downline doing? I gotta have veterans like the Gottis and the Francescos and the Luigis and these guys that have been around with us, Marco Poletti. I got a lot of people. I'm actually the list. I could go on Stefania and then Fluvio and then all these names, right? These names that I've been dealing with, Wilbur, and I mean, it just goes on and on and on, right? But when I'm sitting here is, can I remember everybody? Can I keep seeing them? And the same thing for you. You want to be watching, how are your guys doing? You could see, how did they do last week? How did they do this week? Who did something last week? Who did something this week? And how do you talk to them? How do you help people? The point I'm saying here is these reports are given to you to be able to see who needs help. That's what 515 rewards you. The more you help people to become successful, to enroll people who become 515 associates, who enroll accounts to become part of, can work their way up to a watt. And the more you help people do that, the more money you make. All right. And this is what you can see who is out there doing that, and how do you help them continue to do that, and who could almost do it and they need a little help to get up to the next level. This is what the reports are. And guys, the point I'm trying to make here, if you go back and you look at the last couple months worth of the CEO webinar, every week I go through all the statistics. Every week I show you what's going on. And there's never been oh my God, this week we were Superman and we went from 12 to 150. No, it doesn't work that way. People go, I want everything instantly, all right? I don't know these people get it, ever. See, you go from 12 and you strive for maybe 14, 15. You did 12 last week. Now I'm going to push myself and my downline to get us to 14 or 15. All right, Ma. And you work really hard and you get 13. All right, more is more, okay? Then the next week, you work on getting, from 12 to 13. Now you go, okay, we got 13. Woohoo! Okay, now let's go for 15. Now you got 15, and you go, oh, yes, all right, we did 15. What's it going to take to get 17? You go ahead and you do 15 again. You go, okay, it's not a loss, right? It's like you still kept it up there. Then you come back, okay, the next week you go, we did 15 again. Now let's go for that 17, and boom, you hit it. And it's these little steps that you build on. That is what takes you to the top floor. This whole idea that you're gonna find a elevator, that you push penthouse, and all of a sudden you are at the top level. Guys, those are the dreamers. Actually, they're not dreamers. They're hallucinate. They have, I don't know, man, maybe they drink too much, took drugs, I don't know. But they're fooling themselves. There is no elevator to the penthouse. You got to take the stairs. That's how you get up there, one step at a time. And these reports tell you who's helping you do that. You need to learn how to use these reports to look at the people that, and I'll tell you a second, Eric Worre, in this book, he says there, your job, one of your big jobs, is finding the people who deserve your help, not demand it. You understand that? There's going to be a lot of people go, help me, I need help. Okay, but did they deserve it? And if they do, and the reports will tell you if they do, those are the ones you give to help you get up these steps. Okay, good. Been wanting to talk about that for a while, and I finally got it out, right? Okay, guys, so here we go. Boom. Here's the 6+ game winners. Again, thousands and thousands of euros going up this week for paying you the work that you did basically last week. And unbelievable. You have Natalia Giuseppe made 310 extra bonus dollars. You had Francesco, do not know how to say your last name, Francesco, but 210, phenomenal. These are new associates, guys, coming in first, second, third week into 515, making $500-600 in 1 week. Fantastic. You can see the results on the page here. All right. We have all the Watt 15 and the Watt game winners. Again, we had 15 Watt game winners, and we had 3 Watt 15 game winners. Unbelievable. So you had, again, I don't want to butcher these names, so Francesco will put these up on the report for you so you can see it. And again, just a huge page of sparks. Okay, all right, so look, I was really rushed today. I have a million things I got going on. I hope this comes out well. I hope you like all the words at the bottom. Know that I love you, and I'll talk to you next week. And until then, 515 forever, baby.